Lukaku, here we go to the one and only AFC Roma. We are done with Romelu Lukaku. There are 3 key things that you need to take away from this loan deal. I'm going to break it down nice and simple for you. Marc Cucurella, when God gives, he gives in abundance. And evidently, Marc Cucurella is going to be leaving Chelsea to Manchester United on a loan deal. We're going to break it down how that interest came up, why Chelsea are seriously considering it, and why Manchester United are the gift they keep giving. And finally, the last piece of information, and arguably the best piece of information. Brendan Johnson, the one that is Championship Player of the Year, so we should be considering, is on to a move for £50 million, not to Chelsea, but to Spurs. Hallelujah, let's get into it. What a great day. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys. Today I'm very happy. This smile on my face is not fake. This smile on my face is genuine happiness. It's not the energy that I need to sometimes bring because, you know, the news is doom and gloom and you guys are here for an entertainment, because this isn't just a football channel. This is a football entertaining channel. You come here, I give you guys joy, I give you guys pleasure, and you guys enjoy 15 minutes of good football conversation. But in return, we ask for one thing on this channel. Hit the like button. We want 1,000 likes on this video. Number 2, subscribe to the channel. And in the pinned comment is my Twitter. Best place to find me, to talk to me, tell me about my views in the quickest way where I'll reply. 9 out of 10 times. Let's get into it. All right, Romelu Lukaku wants to get the hell out of Chelsea, and Chelsea want to kick him on the way out. And it looks like this deal is all but complete. We knew that the weekend was going to be pivotal. Romelu Lukaku confirmed yesterday on Belgian television that his move to Roma is basically done. He said, I am going to fly out to Rome tomorrow, and basically made it clear that he's going to be joining AFC Roma. But, and this is where it gets very interesting, the deal has been agreed, and there are 3 key principles to this deal. Number 1, there are 2 contradicting figures being touted out here. I'm going to bring you both. Di Marzio and Fabrizio Romano are saying the fee is £4.2 million. £4.2 million for just a general loan of Romelu Lukaku. No obligation, no option, £4.2 million. Matt Law has come out with the figure between £7 and £8 million. He's saying it's somewhere in between there. Either way, I don't care. And it's purely based on the fact it's the additional clauses that are there. Number 2, Chelsea will be paying no wages for the next year. It is going to be covered by AFC Roma. Roma is going to be covering every little bit of the wages. And this is very good because it means 350k off the books. It means that Chelsea are going to lower their transfer budget even more, transfer wage roll even more. And the reason that's important is because it just gives alignment with the rest of the squad. It means when we go to sign players, no one's asking for stupid wages. It means the only person that gets paid crazy wages is Raheem Sterling. And that's because he was the first contract initially through the door. Finally, Roma will be covering all of it. Romelu Lukaku will be taking a pay cut. Apparently, this is the final part, 7 million. But this is where it gets very interesting. Chelsea said to Roma, since we're giving you a loan with no obligation and no option, Romelu Lukaku, you need to do something for me, big man. If I'm going to scratch your bag, you need to scratch my bag. We need you to take a pay cut for the next 3 years. You're not just taking a pay cut for now. You're going to take the pay cut for the next 3 years. So when you come back next year, it's none of this you go back up to 350k. You're going back down to that new 7 million mark. That's your new salary. You are sacrificing that money for moving from Chelsea. You are going to be an easier asset to move, and it helps us in the long term with our financial fair play, with our amortization of your fee. It helps us. So we're not in the business of helping Inter Milan. We're not in the business of helping Roma. We're not in the business of helping Juventus. We're in the business of doing what's best for Chelsea. Romelu Lukaku is set to accept these terms. Romelu Lukaku is set to leave Chelsea, and this is phenomenal. This is the news we've been waiting for. Purely on the fact that Rom is not committed to Chelsea, Chelsea are not committed to Rom, and Rom can go to Serie A, have a magnificent season under Jose Mourinho, and then give us potentially a fee of somewhere 35 to 40 million pounds next year, and he's on lower salary, so it'll be easier to shift. So for me, great news. Great news all in all. But the news continues to come out. The news is absolutely phenomenal. And this news is something that I didn't believe was possible. Everyone said to me, we need to sell Cucurella. We need to loan Cucurella. Alex, Cucurella needs to go. And for me, I've always said one thing. Guys, I understand you want Cucurella gone, but who's going to be stupid enough to sign him? He is a depreciating asset. Most probably still a very good player if you give him opportunities and time to develop and consistently build up some tempo. Knock, knock. Manchester United's coming coming through the door, best smiling. Guys, Malasia's injured and Luke Shaw's injured, so can you do us a favour and give him a loan? Well, Chelsea said, we'll think about it, and this is something that's going through Chelsea's mind now. The reports last night came out through Fabrizio Romano, and this is how I know it's reputable, because nobody else reported this, only Fab. Fab came out with Manchester United have inquired about a possibility of a loan. They're also looking at Reguilon, and we don't know what Chelsea are going to think. Chelsea are going to think over the move and have said that they are happy to loan him out with an option or an obligation. This is great news. If we can get him off the books, if we can just shift him, because the reality is, Poch doesn't fancy. It's been 3 games now. He hasn't played a single minute. We've got an important game against AFC Wimbledon coming up. Yes, it's the second round of League Cup, but we need to win that League Cup. We need to be competing in that League Cup in the latter stages. And what's really impressive is, if he doesn't play then I'm really sure that there's a very good chance that Cucurella could be leaving the club. We know we're in for another player. So getting the wage bill even lower with Cucurella going and Romelu Lukaku off the books is actually going to be phenomenal. It's literally going to help us balance the books. It's going to help us balance the books in terms of wages, more importantly, rather than transfer fees, because we'll get the transfer fees on the back end next time around when we sell more players. But this is just purely magnificent news. People are going to say, Alex, why are we going to strengthen a rival? All of you want Cucurella gone, so evidently he's not really going to go there and strengthen a rival. If he goes, regains some good form, we can potentially flip him for more money, in the sense that he can actually move for 35, 40 million pounds. We can sell him on next year. At this moment in time, just sitting on the bench, he's not helping anyone. He's not helping you. He's not helping me. He's not helping Poch. He's not helping Chelsea. He's not helping himself. At this moment in time, you just got to do what's best for the player. That's my personal opinion. And the final gift is Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson has been linked with Chelsea, and he's been linked rigorously with Chelsea. There are individuals within the Chelsea camp that believe this player is actually very talented and are willing to splash serious money for him. There are individuals within the Chelsea camp that think he's worth £50 million, because that's what Nottingham Forest think it's going to take to get this deal across the line. However, the player's got other intentions. He's got 2 clubs looking at him. Number 1 is Chelsea. Number 2 is the one and only Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur, I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know why they're so keen on this move, want to spend the money. They are going to actively try to get this deal across the line. I don't see the fuss in this player, and I say this with the utmost respect. I think in that team, in that forward line, Awani is a better player than him. I think Morgan Gibbs-White is a better player than him. But yet, everyone wants to convince me that Johnson is the £50 million player. If Chelsea and Spurs were going after Morgan Gibbs-White, I would say, you know what, I see it. I really understand it. He's technically gifted. He's got a goal in him. He's got good set pieces. His ability to dribble past individuals, got the it factor. I can see us developing him into a good player. They're buying him for upside. I don't see this upside through Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson does not strike me like an individual that's worth £50 million. I feel like he strikes me like an individual you buy now, and in 12 months' time, you're complaining that he's dead wood and we need to get rid of him ASAP. Right now, we need to sell this individual. Like, this is something that I could see happening at Spurs, and they're going to moan and moan and moan to get rid of him. The player wants to move to Spurs. Thank you very much. We don't want you at Chelsea. We literally don't want you at Chelsea. So please do not join. I don't want to be tempting fate, but Matt Law is saying that the player is keen for a move to Spurs. Spurs are the ones that are actively trying to sign him. Chelsea are exploring different possibilities. This is good news, guys. 3 sets of news that, in my opinion, strike a massive positive across this transfer window. This transfer window will not be remembered for the players we got in. Not for Moises Caicedo, not for Romeo Lavia. It will be remembered for how many individuals we got out. And the individuals we got out at what fees? Kai Havertz, £70 million if all the add-ons are activated. Mason Mount, 55 million, potentially 60 million. Cucurella could be going. Romelu Lukaku could be going. This is phenomenal business that we have done. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Christian Pulisic going on to develop their careers in the future. Ziyech out the window, done. Never gonna wear a Chelsea kit again. This is phenomenal news, guys. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, guys. Use that share button, share this to your friends, share this to your family, share it on your Twitter, share it on your Instagram. It's the best way you guys can literally help me out. So peace out, I'm out, have a lovely day, have a nice day, bye.